Field Report TB-004, the Tannenbaum Ritual by Tim Misterson of Mistook and Prime, Department of Arboreal Infractions and Domestic Holiday Practice. Filed on time only because I outran a pack of sentient nutcrackers. My cardio regrets everything. Subject, the Ritual of the Tannenbaum, Tree of Distress. Upon continued observation of human winter customs, I have discovered a troubling annual practice known as putting up the Christmas tree. Humans assure me it is meant to be joyous. I assure you it is not. This ritual appears to center around the capture, prolonged mistreatment, and gradual shutdown of a bewildered evergreen. First, the harvest and arboreal relocation. The ritual begins when humans venture into forest or pre-approved forest simulation lots and select a single young tree. Their criteria appear to be symmetrical shape, moderately fluffy texture, and the unmistakable radiance of innocence. Upon finding the perfect candidate, they sever its primary support column. Humans call this the trunk, and transport it home with delight, singing cheerfully the entire time. This is concerning behavior. Second, the indoor containment. Once the tree is relocated indoors, humans attempt to place it on symbolic life support as if attempting to disguise the situation from nature. They do this by standing it upright in a metal container, filling the container with water. Even though the tree has no functional root system, this is the equivalent of offering emotional reassurance after causing irreversible damage. The tree begins to dehydrate, immediately fading slowly while humans compliment each other on how fresh it looks. Third, the aggressive decorative phase. The next phase is called decorating. It is surprisingly intense. Humans cover the tree in baubles, trinkets, reflective spheres, small effigies, and tangled glowing wires. This is believed to overwhelm the tree's sensory awareness as it attempts to understand why it has suddenly been turned into a festive emergency signal. The humans call it pretty. The tree calls it confusing and alarming. 4. The ceremonial summit placement. The most dramatic act is reserved for last. With great ceremony and familial cheering, they take a pointed object, often a star, sometimes an angel, sometimes something that resembles an inverted sphere, and force it into the top of the tree. This is performed with reverence and also enthusiasm. Humans call it crowning the tree. On Mistook and Prime, we call this finalizing the display aggressively. 5th, the distress humans ignore. While humans insist they smell the piney freshness, I suspect they simply disregarding the psychological distress of the fading Tannenbaum. Trees communicate ultrasonically. Humans cannot hear these frequencies. I unfortunately can. It is a lot. 6th, disposal and revisionism. After several weeks of slow botanical decline, humans abruptly declare the tree, drying out and remove it from the home, onto sidewalks, into dumpsters, onto curbs, and into community collection zones. They then immediately begin discussing what the next year's ritual display tree will be. This transition is unsettlingly fast. Conclusion, a festive misjudgment. The Tannenbaum ritual appears to be a seasonal relocation, prolonged arboreal distress, symbolic or ornamentation of decline, a ceremonial summit placement, and a casual disposal of the subject. Humans insist this creates holiday joy, which raises difficult questions about human psychology. Further study is required, preferably from a safe distance. Filled with botanical sympathy, Tim Misterson of Mistook and Prime, currently reassuring a houseplant that witnessed me writing this report.